Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Once again, we are back. Big Willie Styles, Ski Mask Cast.
Ski
Rest of
Mask Cast, baby.
rest of fellas will be joining us momentarily. Dynasty Sports Network is in the building on another exciting Sunday. Of course, it's a great time to be, I would say, a Detroit fan because we got a lot going on within the city and the state. Ski Mask, what's up, my brother?
Hey, man, listen, I am happy. I am in a great mood. I was in Ford Field today. We had a ball. It was loud. The crowd was crazy. The game was crazy. Total domination today, man.
Total domination, man. I'm in agreement with you, man. So let's jump right into it. Of course, you know, the Lions dominated Carolina 42-24 in the most ripping victory today down there at Ford Field. Wise, man, you say you was in the building, man. So can you let the people know what the atmosphere was like being down there at Ford Field today?
It was electric. It was loud as hell, man. Like, it was so loud at Ford Field today. Like, literally, you got goosebumps, man. You could feel the stadium rocking, man. It was so loud today. The energy was up. It stayed up, man. Like, we had a ball, bro. Like, Ford Field was amazing today.
So the atmosphere was amazing. The team play was amazing.
Sold out crowd.
Sold out crowd, of course. I know it's standing room only. So let's talk about this game. Of course, you know, the Lions, they came out hot, jumping right off the gate. So let me ask you this. Who stood out to you when you was watching this game?
David Montgomery. He bell cow, man. Like, dog was, I'm talking about relentless, man. Just like you just keep feeding him, man. He just a bell cow, man. He stood out. Hutch for sure stood out. Hutch had a hell of a game. And my sleeper today, man, is Jerry Jacobs, man.
Oh, yeah.
We was calling for this man head a couple of weeks ago, and he ain't been doing shit but balling since then. So, you know, Jerry Jacobs had himself a game today, man.
You know what? I can concur with that one. I think not only Jerry Jacobs, but the defense as a whole has been
yes, sir.
Has been, been staying fluid when it comes to, their play. Offensively, it's been, great to see that they didn't lose a step, even though, we had a couple of guys out. Of course, Jahmyr Gibbs didn't play, and Amon-Ra St. Brown, they were wrestling with their plan, but they didn't lose a step. As you can see, the offense still flourished. So shout out to the offense for keeping that flow going and jumping on Carolina early. Yeah. Now, defensive wise, I know we was offline. We was talking about the stat line with this team. I want you to go ahead and let the people know exactly how this defense is looking, man. Why don't you go ahead and jump into that?
So the stat line that we caught wind of is through the first 5 games of any NFL season since 1939, the Detroit Lions have allowed the fewest yards, which is 342, than anybody has in the NFL history since 1939, man. That is a hellacious stat right there. Seeing as how we got killed in the run game last year.
Now, we gave up over 300 yards rushing last year, and that
to
game,
Carolina alone.
To Carolina, and that game stuck with a lot of Lions fans, and including a couple of our brothers here too, in regards to, how the defense was looking and what we needed to do in the draft. A lot of people felt that, we needed to shore up that, the front four and grab the guy Jalen Carter, which all of us wanted. He's a great talent, no question about it, but. With Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell, they're sticking to their guns. And you can see, I know back, early on when we played Seattle, they was taking a lot of heat because there wasn't a lot of pressure. And it was starting to rear up like, oh, we might be back on that tip again where we wouldn't be able to, stop the run or get a good pass rush. But since then, shout out to Dan Campbell, shout out to Aaron Glenn to making those defensive adjustments. It's making the Lions a top 10 defensive team in this league earlier part in the season, which giving us this 4-1 record, man. Now, I don't want to jump it just yet.
Okay.
But I'm feeling confident, I would say, that this Lions team is a top 5 team in the NFL right now.
100%.
You think
it's
so?
Literally nothing they can't do. They're great in the passing game. We don't turn the ball over, which is great. Our defense is a top 5 defense. Our running attack, we already know what that is. Like, man, we clicking on all cylinders, dog.
most definitely clicking on all cylinders. So what I want to do is, since we're here, I'm going to go ahead, but let's pull up these stats, man. I'm going to share the stats with you, say what the Lions did today. Jared Goff, of course, man, he had another outstanding game.
That's my quarterback. That's my quarterback.
That's my teammate.
That's my
quarterback. Going 20 for 28 for 3 TDs. David Montgomery, that workhorse. You can see 19 carries, 109, another 100-yard game going for it. Receivers
what is that? 5.74 a carry?
7 yards a carry.
Yeah, he had a hell of a game today, man.
Listen, him breaking that run for the touchdown set the tone for this game.
That's back-to-back 100-yard games for him too.
Back-to-back receiving. Listen, the guys, spread it out. Josh Reynolds balled out.
Yes,
Sam Laporte, of course, 2 touchdowns for the guy.
2 tutties.
Looking like one of the top 3 or 4 tight ends in this league right now. He's just a rookie, so shout out to him. So that's another Brad Holmes guy that's coming in right away and making noise. Defensive wise, like I said, defense and making a statement. You see Will Harris, fumble recoveries out there. Elam Neal, all them guys.
Hey, listen, I want to personally shout out Will Harris because
please do.
He made 2 plays today, and I absolutely hate Will Harris. And he had 2 great plays today. So shout out Will Harris, man. Like, listen, man, I'm a fair person, man. Listen, you ball, I'm gonna show you some love. You play like dog shit, I'm gonna tell you play like dog shit, man. Shout out to Will Harris. You redeemed yourself in my ass today, big fella.
Yeah, I'm glad you did that, man. Because like I said, folks been riding on him, but the reason why he's here is because he can make plays within the box. That's the main thing. Coverage wise, maybe a little questionable, but he makes plays in the box, which causes us to be able to defensively be able to sustain. I would say shout out to the guy Aiden Hutchinson, man. Did you see that pic?
I mean,
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Ski Mask.
I'll be Wise Man Cast again next week. Ski Mask Cast today for sure.
What was it like in the arena when that happened, when he got that interception?
Listen, when Hutch got that pick, I had some nachos and cheese, bro. I jumped out my seat and spilled my nachos and cheese. Everybody know that's like $700 in Ford Field. Like, I was so like the stadium, it erupted when that happened, bro. Hutch a beast, man.
Hutch is a beast, for sure. All defensive team, and for sure he's putting himself in the range to be the defensive MVP this year, sure, if he keeps up what's going on, man. So I'm just going through these stats. You can see, total yards. Carolina had 342. A lot of the yards came towards the end, of course. Where we took the foot off the gas. So
clean up duty, garbage duty. Yeah.
And you know what? Like I said, I read through. You go through the social media. I read some of the fans' comments, and they hyper emotional. They like, well, we got to get Brian Branch back. We gave up too many yards. I'm like, are you watching the game?
Yeah.
Did you not see that? Like, no, he was not necessary this game. Let's rest him. Let's get help. And that's a good thing about this Lions team, and it shows the depth that we developed, because like I said, we were down several starters this game, and it looked like we didn't miss a beat.
Man, listen, down a whole lot of starters, and it was never a close game. Like, it was pure belts to ass today, man. Like, it was pure domination today.
It definitely was. Let me see. Gotta add one of my guys in. Keith, you here, my brother?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh boy. What's going on with you, fam? Welcome to the show. Hey, listen, guys, this is my fellow alumni, my big brother Keith, man. Shout out to the Cooley Cardinals, man. I'm bringing him in as a guest, man, because we got some news that we're trying to get into. So I want him to come on and share some information with you guys. What's going on with you, man? I like that.
Hey, man, shout out to Keith, man. Keith made me want to be a better fullback when we was in high school, man. So shout out to Keith, man. That man a legend in my eyes, dog.
That's what's up. Yeah, I was like only about like 150, man, playing fullback.
Hey, but the dog was a beast in high school, bro.
Yeah, we was trying to get it in. We the only Cooley team that went to the state playoffs in that era of it being 6 games. We had won 6 straight games, man.
Yep, record.
That's definitely was a record at our school. So I'm bringing you in today, man, because like I said, we've been working on some things that we're trying to showcase in regards around the city. And it's very important to not just you and me, but a lot of our, alumni brothers, man. So I want you to come in and give some details of what we got going on these next upcoming weeks.
Yeah, so one of the things that we've been doing for the last couple of years, we actually been getting together every Thanksgiving, and we have a turkey bowl. And every year, I think this is the 8th year we've been doing it, where guys just get together, hang out, play some football, and it's been a lot of the younger guys getting involved as well. Yeah. But we have such a good turnout. Last year, we was like, yo, we might as well start doing stuff for the community and start trying to work together and, help the kids that, are, in that community. We don't really know the situation, everybody, but being able to provide some help, especially to young African-American kids in the neighborhood where we grew up, we want to make sure that they're getting some coats. So we all came together and we're going to do a coat drive for the kids. Coats are $20 at Costco. So we just trying to get as many people to donate $20 so that we can go up to the school and pass out some coats in that community. So the 2 schools that we chose to actually provide coats to are Cerveny Middle School, which is now called J.R. King Middle School, but it used to be called Cerveny when we was kids, and Cominette Young Elementary School. So what our objective is really is to, again, just raise some money, make sure these kids get some coats and try to give back, man, because unfortunately, we the only people who gonna take care of us. It seemed like in the country, everybody else getting a break with us. So, it's up to us to make sure that we taking care of our own, taking care of our kids. And, we don't know the situation. A lot of those kids might have coats. Some of them may not, especially being, when I was young coming up, it was a lot of things going on I couldn't control. So, especially with us being men who are from there, men who have done some great things in our lives, it's important for us to give back. Because if we don't do it, who's going to do it at the end of the day?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So, it's an obligation that we got to maintain and take care of. Because, like I said again, a lot of these kids, man, don't have nobody. So, excuse my background. I'm in the basement.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, my brother. Listen, this is something that, it's important to, a lot of us, like I said, because like I said, we grew up around that area. So we know tough times is coming by. Like I said, our school is closed, but we still come together, every year, to celebrate. And in the midst of us celebrating, all of us, we got our own lives, we got our own families, got our own businesses. We still want to be able to contribute. And,
right.
It's such a narrative against, especially us as Black men, as fathers, as older men, that we don't do or show enough to to our community. So this is important to us, as far as like our Cooley football alumni, to make sure that we do our part. So when
we got to do our part, man. Everybody got to do their part low key, and it's not enough of people. It's not enough of us doing our part. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, we getting the bad end of the stick. Anytime you see us, it's some crazy stuff going on. Either it's on the feed or it's on the news. When there's so many Black people that's doing great things, man, and there's so many kids that need help. So we got to make sure that we taking care of each other, man. At the end of the day.
Exactly, and that's why this is important. Not only to me, but to everyone that's on this panel, because that's what we're about. Shout out to my guy. Juan just came in. Listen, we've been doing, book bag drives, for the last couple of years, just to showcase. We also got a program, our Coach Sports Club program that we dive into, helping these young men, become, productive as far as getting them skills, life skills, training, all of that is something that, we all feel important because it's things that we yearn for when we were younger to have, and the fact that we're able to have the ability to do so, it's a blessing. So, once again, that's why, I'm glad that you came on. I want to bring it back up again. Listen, it is a coat drive. It's, donation windows between October 5th and the 3rd. The Cash App, as you guys can see, is on the flyer. We will be having this posted on all our social media platforms. So I'm asking you guys right now go ahead, make that donation. It's not much. Like you said, $20 will get you, one coat for a kid. Listen, what was our goal in mind as far as like how many coats that we were looking to try to do this year?
We was looking to try to do at least 50 coats at the bare minimum. I really think we're gonna do more than that right now before the actual open window date is October 15th to November 3rd. But right now I think we got close to $200 already. So which is about 20 coats. I'm sorry, not 20 coats, it's 10 coats, my bad. 10 coats. Yeah, so that's good, man. We still kicking, man. And like I said, the more
we still got time, man. We still got time.
Yes.
So I said we still got time. We still got time to turn them numbers up.
Mm-hmm. Right. So definitely, like I said, we're going to make sure that we, broadcast this, every week that we're doing the show up until the date of November 3rd. So like I said, we're going to have it all on our platforms as well. Like I said, I'll make sure the reminder is set every time we come on to Dynasty Sports Network to make sure you guys lock in. And it's very going to be much appreciated that you guys send your donations. Like I said, it's for the kids.
Yeah, it's for the kids, man. It's for the
Definitely
kids.
For the kids.
How y'all think? What's his? So I'm gonna ask y'all a quick question, man. What part of the team do you think is the toughest part, man, going into week 5? What
our offense? Our offense, you can't stop that shit, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to me, it looked like the O-line.
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying? Because
yes, sir.
They just be manhandling people, man, every week. Like I peeped it when we played Kansas City, and they was just manhandling, Kansas City at the end of the game to try to get the first down to win the game. So
big
fella like the offensive line looked good, man.
Listen. When you know this as much as anything, Keith, if you got a good up front offensive line, the sky's the limit, and we got one of the top offensive lines in the league right now. So as long as they stay healthy and be productive the way it is, listen, the sky's the limit for this offense, man.
Yeah, and for what I understand, it's not even a starting O. It's like,
man, listen, we missing so many guys
there right now.
We missed a lot of guys today, man, and it was still just belts to ass today.
Yeah, we still smashed them too. It wasn't even a game.
It was still belts to ass today.
So Keith, I'm assuming that's what stood out to you today was that offensive line work today. Anything else that piqued your interest?
Well, I mean, to me, the defense looks really good. I mean, the fact that the defensive line got an interception today, that's massive.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think there's no NFL team who did that this week or is going to do that this week. And, they just playing, man. And it's a lot of guys you don't even know. Like that cornerback today, what was his name? Who caught
Jerry
that?
Jacobs.
Jerry Jacobs.
Yeah, Jacobs.
He balled today,
man. Was talking trash about him earlier in the season, like, man, get him off the field. But he looked like he a pretty decent cornerback, man. We got a solid secondary too.
Yeah.
And that's really, to me, that's the biggest change, man, because our secondary have been stinking it up, man, for the last couple years.
Yeah, not only that too, man. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying too, man. We lost Emmanuel Mosley again today, man. So hopefully that's nothing too serious. But he did go down early in the game, so like I said, hopefully it's nothing too serious with him because I know he was real eager to get back on the field. He was dealing with a hamstring and coming off that ACL injury. So, prayers out to him and also the cat from Carolina, man. That like he snapped his ankle or something today, but it was nasty, man.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the things about the NFL, man. It's like it's not for long. That's what NFL stands for. So guys gotta make sure they take care of their bodies, man, and all that type of stuff. Because I remember so I know y'all was giving me accolades, man, when I got on here about me playing fullback at Cooley, right? But when I started coaching at Eastern, is when I really started to see the difference in speed as far as the levels of football. You get what I'm saying? So, like, when I was at Eastern, man, they was flying around, man, hitting them guys was big in the weight room, benching 400-500 pounds, and then on the field running, 4-4s and just quick, fast, hitting hard.
That shit a different beast, man.
Yeah, it's a different beast. And that was at Eastern Michigan. So just imagine the Michigans of the world, Alabamas, and then you in the NFL. So, I mean, them guys, man, they be hitting so hard, man, and flying around. When somebody get hurt, I be like, damn, I'm glad I ain't got to take that.
Now, Keith, speaking of coaching, you coaching in a particular league that I think we've got to start paying attention to. So I want you to give a little bit of what you do in regards to this league that you're coaching in.
Yeah. So I own and coach a women's football team. We call it the Michigan Queens.
Okay.
And our mascot is a gorilla, because or it's an 8. We say is your attitude, your preparation, your effort. Right. That's the acronym that we push. But if you go to MichiganQueensFootball.com, you can check us out. We got a couple games on YouTube. If you check us out, so and that's a tough thing to be in, just off the strength of for one, a lot of those women ain't never played football before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like to some extent sometimes it's like coaching little league, but then at the same time, the women get nasty, man. So they be like,
now I know you
learn the game. They be kicking each other ass, and they be on the bottom of the pile. You know what I'm saying? Going crazy. So
yeah. So I'm familiar with it, man. Like I remember back in the day. So I played semi-pro for a long time, man. So back in the day, you had the Detroit Demolition. They was literally scoring 100 points on people, man. Like them girls was badass, bro.
Yeah. And that's the disparity. That's the disparity part, because it's not really that much parity. So if you become a really good team, you can put up like 60 or 70 points on the other squad. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the thing about it, is just like I said, it's semi-professional. So, the women got lives and kids, and then sometimes women have different situations going on during the month, and you gotta add that into the coaching program. Man, like certain players gotta take a couple days off, or
right.
Whatever. Yeah. So it's just a different dynamic. But the thing about it, at the end of the day, is football. You know what I'm saying? So, just teaching them principles, man, and them actually getting the opportunity to see how hard it is really to do. It ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? So, and I try to make sure that I don't treat them no different.
Right.
Like y'all said,
so when the season start back up again,
up downs. You feel me?
Right.
I got these gashes in these up downs at the practice. You feel me? So,
so when the season start back up again?
So the season start. They play in like springtime. You know what I'm saying? So the season start up in like April. So it go from like April to like June, and we travel. Like last year, we played a team in Virginia, played a team in Florida. It's a couple teams in Michigan. There's actually another Detroit team they call the Detroit Pride, and one of the guys who was on the Detroit Demolition, he over there now. So he started a team in Detroit last year, another team. So it's cool, man. It's starting to get a little bit of competition, competitiveness. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. So when the season starts, man, I'm gonna need you to come back on, man, so we can go ahead and promote that thing. You gotta bring some of them ladies with you too now.
For sure. I'll make sure I bring some pretty ones, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We ain't gonna have no gorillas on here on the show, man.
Got them eights.
I appreciate that. So, King, before I let you go, man, you got any shout outs you want to give?
Man, for real, I just want to shout out. Really, I want to shout out, man. That neighborhood that we was in, man, when we was coming up, over there by Cooley, man, and just shout out everybody, man, who watching, man, and we got to continue to uplift each other, and especially being that this is a podcast full of black men. You know what I'm saying? If you out there watching, you need to support and share it. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna shout those people out who watching. You feel me?
There we go.
Yes, sir.
Let's make this viral.
Exactly. I appreciate you, man.
Or something. You feel me?
Hey, we need that.
Yeah.
So once again, I'm going to pull it up again. Once again, listen, Coat Drive, Cooley Football Alumni Association. We are doing a Coat Drive. The window is between October 15th and November 3rd. Like I said, we will be broadcasting this on all our social media platforms as well as the show to keep you guys posted on, what we're doing in regards to the Coat Drive, and make sure you guys are able to donate as well, man, because all donations is appreciated. Like I said, donation $20, it will go towards the purchase of one coat. So we definitely looking forward to that. So shout out to my brother Keith. Shout out to my Cooley football alumni brothers out there. You know, them Cardinal boys. You know, we still lock in. You know, 20, 25 years later, and we still all together, man, looking good. So I appreciate you guys for coming in, man. Keith, man, keep up the good work.
All right, man. Y'all take it easy, man. Y'all
All right, bro. See you later.
All right,
dog.
now.
All right.
Have a good one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got Culture Boy. We got DC in the video. Oh, wait, listen. Hold on. Before we,
We gotta do it.
it.
Go ahead.
We got. Is it somebody's birthday today?
Somebody's birthday today.
Somebody's birthday today? Shout out to DC, man.
Dog.
Thank you, man. Thank
How
you,
old are
man.
you,
Man,
man?
appreciate it. 35, man.
35. Ain't it a blessing?
Ain't it a
When
blessing?
you old, you be like, man, I remember when I was 35.
Bro, man, I
I remember when I had my first beer.
I mean, I just thank God to see another year in life, man. Just like saying what y'all got, y'all, each and every, because a lot of guys don't make it to the age that we are,
Word.
man. So I'm just very thankful, man, to see another year in life, man. So
Hey,
That's
DC,
Go
this
to hell,
bud's
King.
this bud's for you, brother.
appreciate you.
There you go. So listen,
And I'm on
Dilly,
vacation
dilly.
from work. And I'm on vacation from work this week too. So
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. But listen, check this out. Listen, we want to get you guys' input. Why y'all came in, DC? Y'all come in. You know, we still on the Lions, man. I want you guys' input. So I'm gonna start with you, DC, since you the birthday boy, man. What stood out for you on this Lions?
man, what stood out to me is that defense, man. I mean, Aiden Hutchinson.
Beast.
Thank you, Jacksonville Jaguars, for picking up Trayvon Walker, the first pick. Thank you. Very appreciate that.
Hey, man, Willie was talking about that before the podcast. We like, hey, man, thank God that they picked Walker off of him being the what you call it, a combine warrior.
Combine
Mhm.
warrior. That's exactly what it was.
I
Man.
mean, that defense stood out today. And like I said, we playing against an inferior team, that the team we supposed to take care of business of, Carolina. They don't have a good offensive line. I feel bad for Bryce Young, they're dealing with that offensive line, but when you come and play against us, and we don't feel bad for you. As simple as that. With
And
defense.
Deuce Staley and DJ Chark take two of these in the middle.
Mhm.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and I don't care about the two late touchdowns they had. The game was already out of reach. It was
Yeah,
already
it
out of
was
reach.
true.
I don't really care about that. I hear rumblings about, they shouldn't have gave up them. Listen, we scored 42 points. We held them to 24 points. Really, we really held them to the goddamn 10 points. To be honest,
Yeah.
I don't care. But them two late touchdowns, I don't care about that. But
It was
Lions
Bills to
defense,
backsides today, man. Like, it was
Yeah.
bad.
man, that defense, man, is again, and like my man keeps saying, that offensive line, man, that offensive line opened up the holes for David Montgomery and Craig Reynolds. I mean,
Craig was balling today.
yes, balling.
Oh yeah,
So-
yeah. He came through late in the clutch, man, running hard. So why, man?
That's my stood out. Go ahead.
I wanted to know what you seen today in the game.
What I only saw the first hour because I had to get out to LCA to catch the Pistons' first preseason game. But
Yes, sir.
what stood out the most to me, it's not even football related. It's the lack of tension that we don't experience over the last 3 weeks. Like, you know how tense the Lions game be. It's like even when we up, it's like we looking over our shoulder. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
We've been kind of spanking ass with ease, and it's been a different type of feeling, a different type of vibe. You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying? And I know you're supposed to take care of the teams you're supposed to take care of. You know, certain wins you are locks, and I get that. But I'm not gonna lie, man, it's a different feeling. I think the biggest takeaway I had is just the change in vibe. You know, that lack of tension, man.
It's expected now, opposed to they did it today. You know?
Exactly.
And
we
today
ain't
I feel like it
surprised
was a
nobody.
mark for that. It was just like today it was just like it's an 0-4 team. The Lions are over to fuck around the now it was just like, yo, now we about to beat their ass. And like we did that.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But and I say this too, that when in this situation, when you talk about wine, man, look, like you said, we have to do to take care of business against an inferior team, and I understand that. But when you beat up a team like that, I mean, I get you want more excitement, what I'm saying, in the second half. We ain't gonna do like what Miami did to Denver. Okay, that 70 burger. You know, but I get you want the more excitement, you know, in the atmosphere. But when you dominate a team like that, I mean, we fans know that Carolina's not a good team. We know that. So we took care of business that we have to do. So I get where you coming from in that.
Yeah, but it feels good, man. That's the main thing about it. I think that's what you guys is alluding to, because it's always had that nervous energy when watching the Lions. But now it feels good because it feels proper. Like watching, you know, you don't see the boneheaded plays that we used to seeing during the games when we watched the Lions. You know, if there's any mistakes, it's not like detrimental. It's, you know, a couple of here and there. But this is a team that's disciplined for the most part. You know, we don't have too many penalties. We got a quarterback who takes care of the ball, which is much needed. And then, like you said, everyone is buying in. So shout out to the Lions, man, for being 4-1, taking care of business. On to next week, so we can take care of business again against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I believe that we got next week, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we got
Tampa
Bay.
And
Tampa Bay.
4 o'clock game.
4:30 game, because it was flexed from a 1 to a 4:25 game.
Yeah.
So, you know, of course, I already know your boy over there at quarterback, Baker Mayfield. He gonna toss us a couple picks our way. He's bound to do it. He's bound to do it. So what I want to do also, Mal, I want to go ahead and get into the let's go around the NFL, man, to see, you know, what some of these scores is looking like. Right now, San Francisco is up on Dallas 7-0.
Thank God.
You know,
Man, I hate the Cowboys.
Right.
I hate the Cowboys.
I'm happy, happy my Eagles won. Come on, San Fran, beat them. Beat Dallas.
We got, you know, the Jags beat the Bills over there in London.
You know what? That
game,
but you know what though? Jacksonville, that was the game they had to win that game. Jacksonville had to win that game, because if Houston would have won their game against Atlanta, Houston would have took that lead in that division, because Houston already beat Jacksonville.
That's what's up. Yeah, that was an important game for Jacksonville, just, you know, staying within that race and not, you know, drop under 500. You know, especially come off them going to the playoffs last year. The Falcons came back and beat the Texans 21-19. Of course, we already know.
Let me say this about the Texans. I know that guy. He's that quarterback that went to, I call it the school of Columbus. I don't like staying on that team.
That motherfucker.
You say you can call it the school down now.
The school down
there. That motherfucker.
Yeah,
school down
Columbus, whatever. But I got to give him a shout out, man. This man, he set the record for the most passes without an interception to start his career. I got to get a shout out to him. I know they lost the game today. It was a very close game.
He has some talent, man. He gonna be all right.
Houston.
No, I'm saying him throwing was never the problem. You know, he always, out of the quarterbacks that had at Ohio State, he was more of the pocket passer. The one that could get
but like
down
all
there.
Ohio State quarterbacks is dog shit. So the mere fact that they got one that's doing what he doing is dope. Hey, Lewis crazy.
So we got the Colts beating the Titans 23-16. Dolphins took care of the Giants. Of course, listen, you know, I don't know if Jones was faking an injury or not, but he got knocked out of the game. But he needed to be out the game anyway because he was sticking it up over there.
Yeah. Fold that shit up.
The Patriots got donut by the Saints, man, and Mac Jones. Between them Ohio State and them Alabama quarterbacks, my goodness, they just can't seem to do anything in the league. Man.
Except for Jalen Hurts. Except for Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts. I mean, you got Tua, you got Jalen. Like, I ain't gonna say that about all of them, but in New England, we all know it's Brady, not Belichick. That's all that's
right. But Hurts, you know, he was he went over to Oklahoma and got over there with a certain quarterback guru that, you know, that got him a little better. So I don't know if I would give Alabama that credit for him. Hey, listen, Steelers beat the Ravens. Listen, I don't know what's going on over there with the receivers over there in Baltimore, but they're not helping your boy out at all.
Yeah,
and that seems to be the problem with the Ravens and Lamar Jackson over there, is the receivers is not showing up for your boy.
But you know you were gonna expect a close game with them Ravens and Steelers. That's always gonna be
it's always gonna come down to, you know, that shit can go either way. It's never a blowout. I hate I missed that game.
Yeah.
Got the Bengals and the Cardinals. Cardinals beat the Bengals. Oh, I'm sorry, the Bengals beat the Cardinals 34-20.
Jamar Chase went off today.
Yeah.
Eagles over the Rams 23-14. Jets beat the Broncos. The battle of the Wilson quarterbacks, and the one over there, the Jets won that one. And then you got the Chiefs pulling it out against the Vikings.
Good.
27-20.
Hey man, we said pretty at number 1, baby.
Man, ain't it pretty? Ain't
We
it
said
pretty?
good at
And then
number
them sorry old Bears won against Washington Thursday.
No, right? Like, come on, G. Sorry ass Bears.
It is good. And so listen, Lions once again took care of business today, 42-24. Looking forward to next week. Looking forward to the whole season now, man. Of course, you know we're gonna bring it to you guys live here on Dynasty Sports Network. So what I'm going to do is we're gonna switch it up because we got some Pistons talk. Listen, the season is here, fellas.
It is here.
The season is here. And I
Yes,
don't know,
sir.
my guy Wine was in the building, so I'm gonna have to get his spill on what it was being down there in the building. So we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll come back. We're gonna talk some Pistons talk, man. Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Wow, black owned shoe stores. Culture. My culture though. Let's see what they talking about in here. What's up, little dog? You good? Y'all got something here for me? I'm talking about exclusive. They got all the dunks. How many dunks they got? Something like these. Y'all got a little vibe in here. They buying shoes, selling shoes. It feels like the culture. They dunking on people. Oh, they doing TikTok. They looking out for the kids. Oh, man, this is great, man. Oh, they got all different races working here. It just really feels like culture for real. You're looking for a black-owned shoe store to get some real drip back? Come up here to Culture Detroit, man. It's what the streets been missing. Welcome home, fam.
Welcome home, fam.
That's right. Once again, that is our official sponsor, Culture Detroit. I don't have to say nothing. I got the guy right here. You go ahead and do the promo, man.
Yeah, man, Culture Detroit, 19327 Illinois on the Avenue of Fashion, the hottest sneaker store on the planet. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep it 1,000. Don't nobody do what we do, man. It's too many ingredients in the sauce for it to ever be emulated or duplicated. I done turned into a pimp. You feel me?
Yes, sir. Yes,
But yeah,
sir,
man.
Steve.
Yeah, we got a lot going on, man. Coat drives, game nights. We just opened up Culture Comedy, man. We got a lot going on, man. But shout out DSN, our family over here, man. We love y'all. We're gonna keep it funky as always.
For sure. Look who has joined us in the building. We have
Everything King.
graced us with his presence, of course.
What
but
do we
got-
owe this old wise one?
What's up, fellas?
Listen,
Word.
we here, man. Listen, we might spin the block next. I know you want to give your take on the Lions, but right now, I know you excited. I'm excited. Wine excited. DC excited. Listen, the season is here. The Pistons is in effect. We had our first game, of course, preseason opener against the Phoenix Suns. Did come out with the victory, but it ended up being an exciting game. Went into overtime, 130-126. So I want to start with you, my boy Culture. You was in the building. Let us know how it was.
It was a little electric. You know, we did our thing for sure as far as the fan base. We showed up, and I was actually surprised too with the Lions playing down the street. But it was cool, man. It was cool. I mean, like, it was fun.
So first things
My
first.
bad.
We seen who came out there in the lineup, and I know a lot of people, including myself, King. Your boy Cade is back. So I want you to give your little spiel, there, King. How you felt when you finally seen your guy back there on the court.
Obviously, it's refreshing. Not having him all last season was crazy, but, business as usual with Cade. You know what I'm saying? Cade is going to be Cade. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, coming from that injury, not dealing with the champagne, that's something that we can look forward to. But watching him today, he was pretty much trying to get his teammates acclimated even from the sidelines. That's what you want to see from Cade. It's preseason. You don't need him out there trying to do nothing drastic and meaningless games. But, today is about those guys that's trying to, move up in the rotation, but also trying to crack the rotation. That's what preseason is for, and that's what we've seen today.
Can't hear you a little bit, man. Try to fix your mic. Sound low.
Yeah, put the mic up. But so just a little bit, but we're gonna swing back around to you. So DC, did you check the game out today? I know you was doing your birthday festivities. Were you able to catch the game a little bit?
Yeah, I checked. I checked most of it. I'm not gonna be going all crazy. I mean, it's just the first preseason game. People, they gave up 46 points in the first quarter. I mean, who cares? It's first preseason game.